So now, our special moment, we get to officially cut the ribbon and open the center. And to do that, if you look up on the bridge, you'll see a large red ribbon hanging, and we've invited one of our brilliant young researchers, Dr. Xiaoqing Ji, to do the honors.
What does it mean to have everything under one roof in one facility like this?
So I think, and I'll let Mike also explain it more. From a GE perspective though, I think it's important to note that this is the first time we'll actually have one of the global research centers focused on an industry. And it was very much a decision made to take oil and gas and have a dedicated center. And our other global research centers, of which we have 10 in total around the world, they are very much focused on different themes and materials, robotics, electronics, really across elements of the GE businesses. And now we're taking the Oklahoma Research Center and making it dedicated on the industry itself of oil and gas. So we're able to pool all of those other capabilities and now apply them to an industry. And that's the first time we've done that. So it's unique from that standpoint. But it's thanks to Mike, after 3 years of hard work, that we're finally here for the opening. And it's impressive to see the way it's all come together.
But I would add to that, Adam, if you take a look at the description Lorenzo gave of our global research network and the technology domain expertise that exists around the world, what we've done here is hired sort of a different skill set that's more specific, as you said, to one industry. So the beauty of it in leveraging the research dollar is we'll have our domain experts here, especially in the subsurface, for example, and they can utilize what we call the GE store. That's technologies from around GE and around all of our businesses, whether it's aviation or healthcare, in our new division around digital solutions. And we can grab that expertise or use expertise here, but we're on the front lines with our customers. So in direct collaboration working with our customers, we bring that expertise on site and the expertise from our global research network around the world.
I know it's very early on, but how is that collaboration working so far?
It's great. We've been in this facility since July the 18th, but we've actually been in operation for several years. We had temporary headquarters downtown, and at that time we were utilizing those labs around the world, both in the GE network, but we were also out on our customers' well sites using those as our laboratories also. So we actually had a pretty good running start to get into the building, and now we just have an added capability with our test wells, both below the ground and our visible flow loop above the ground and the other apparatus that we'll have in the lab here.
It's also great because it's a showcase. It's a showcase of showing the commitment that GE has to the industry in a location where we have many customers, and then it allows us really to collaborate in an open area where we can try new things. And that's the benefit of being here, is that now we can actually utilize our FastWorks process. We can get things prototyped a lot quicker. We can see how things are going to react out in the field. And we're a better place than Oklahoma, which is rich in the resource of oil and gas.
And just to add to the collaboration, the building's designed, of course we have the lab to do experimentation there. The top 2 floors of the building are where the GE researchers' office. The floor we're on right now is our collaboration space, and it's specifically designed where we can bring in our partners here. They can have their own room, their own, bring their own, teams in and have their own space. And then we have our gallery area where we can have big events, like we'll have our grand opening today. We also have an outdoor yard where we can do outdoor experimentation. So the building was really designed specifically for collaboration, and virtually everywhere in the building that you sit, you can find a window that looks into the lab, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, is what happens in the lab and the collaboration that goes into that, and frankly, the commercialized products that come out of it.
I know technology is very important to the oil and gas industry, always has been, but a lot of technological changes the last 10, 15 years. How do you see this facility fitting into the technological changes in the future?
Well, the plan is to be at the forefront and actually to take the industry forward and be able to apply also the capabilities that we have from the other industries that GE participates in. So when you think about new materials, new coatings, when you think about the application of electronics, you think about the benefit of big data. That's what we're able now to provide to the industry and really move towards solutions that provide efficiency and productivity. So everybody knows the industry is going through a tough cycle. The big request from our customers is let's find better ways of doing things. The oil and gas industry is still very inefficient. When you think about the way in which drilling takes place, when you think about the completion of a well, the production, this industry is still 2 to 3 times more inefficient than other industries. You look at the unplanned events that take place, the costs that can be avoided. That's what we're going to be able to work with here, is new technologies that can be applied, such as drones, the usage of drones to capture data, or looking at new lifting techniques, which haven't been used before. As you look at also the benefit of the big data, that's really a unique opportunity now to have an ecosystem to be able to do all of this in a collaborative manner with our customers.
So I would add to that, Adam, if you take what's happened in the industry over its course since the first discovery of oil, you had sort of the initial discovery of oil and vertical wells to do that. That process improved. And then the advent of unconventional resources and the technology that went into that is nothing less than remarkable. But the reality, as Lorenzo said, we're probably have that much again of improvements. And so if you go to sort of a third phase at the forefront, as he says, we think data and analytics is one of those ways where you sort of take everything that's happened and now you push it forward with sort of smart systems. And that's really right now maybe one of the largest opportunities for our operators is to actually sense better data, capture that data and make better decisions with that data, reduce that unplanned downtime, increase in operators' yield, lower in operators' cost with better, more efficient operations.
You've been working here for a couple of years, but now that you have the facility and you've got some of those same customers you've been working with, same companies, to be in the building and to see the technological capabilities in here, what's been some of their response?
The reactions have been very positive. So on any given day, in just our short time in the building, we've had teams in here from all around the world. And they look at the capability, they see the uniqueness of the capability here. They see, frankly, the capability of the researchers that we have here. We've entered into agreements with many of our local operators and our local universities. That's in addition to the agreements that we had in place with some of our global partners prior, and we've had some of them in the building already also. So I think it's just a new tool to enhance those collaborations.
I think one point just to build on, this is really from a global perspective also a unique center. So unconventional is taking place in other parts of the world. We've got an opportunity to bring them in here and show them what's been done within North America and also the leading edge technology to take North America forward. So I think there's a lot of pride also within the city. When you look at a center such as this, we've had a lot of support from the public sector, we've had a lot of support from the governor's office, the mayor's office, and it's nice to actually see the blending together of public and private to showcase where this industry can go. And the response has been phenomenal from everybody that's seen what we've achieved in a very short period of time.
You mentioned the significance to the city and to the state. I know some of your other research centers have kind of become magnets for other industry that's popped up around that. Would you foresee some of that here?
Yes, I think there's every opportunity, and when you look at where we are, it's really a technology hub. So the city and the chamber are working on how do you bring in more actual technology capabilities, aspect of big data, the aspect of aviation, aerospace. I mean, there's a lot that's coming to Oklahoma, and I think having a recognized company such as GE with a presence like this is a magnet for attracting more people to be here. And there'll be synergies that we find also by working all collectively together.